Johann, Sebastien and Jerome have completed their journey. London's landmarks may never look the same again. But what does the future hold for free running? After their massive physical exertion, the boys are recovering from what seems like the longest day of their lives. Some of those who witnessed their jumps and moves have been left with a lasting impression.
We've all looked down off there and it looks terrifying. But he worked out the risk, he said this is doable, I'm going to do this, and just stands up and the decision's made by that stage. I think it's amazing to watch and it's very brave, and I think it's pretty frightening jumping that sort of a distance. And you realise what they're after was the same as what I found when I started to climb, which was a certain freedom and an expression and something that was very real and very raw. And I think that's the real appeal to what they're doing. And there's that lovely quote by Blake who says that great things happen when men and mountains meet. And I think what that quote says, it says when you take people out of the ordinary, you create something magical.
I'm always happy. It's always a joy to have made the jump. On the other hand, if I fail, well, I'm not happy.
Jerome's fall during the making of this programme fortunately caused only minor injuries.
After the jump, you're in a state of... You feel a surge. I don't know how to explain it. It's the happiness of creating something, achieving something, and doing it well. There is a sense of accomplishment. You succeeded in everything you planned. Once you get up, well, it feels great. I've done it, and you can see it on my face. In your mind, you're walking tall.
It remains to be seen how widely practiced freerunning becomes, but there are comparisons between this fledgling urban sport and others that have gone before it.
In many ways, the future of freerunning could be the future of skateboarding and inline skating and of extreme BMX riding. In a way, it's a very pure form of that. It's the same kind of thing, but without the equipment. So freerunning could be the new urban activity for young men and women, perhaps older men and women, in the city.
At the beginning, skateboard was a way to move differently in our environments. So I think skateboard and freerun has that point in common. It would be great if we could have this kind of freerunning park to practice and to create some new techniques, some new tricks.
The freerunners have got what in the legal sense we call the competence to do this kind of activity, which means they've got the skills, they've got the experience, and they've got the training. This is virtually all they do with their time and all they do with their lives. They know how to do it, they're safe to do it. If you don't have the competence, you shouldn't be doing it. So don't.
Freerunning is a dangerous and extreme activity. If it is ever going to become accepted, even as a specialist sport, Sebastien and his team must look to the history of other dangerous activities, such as scuba diving, to find a way to regulate its development.
We want to make the freerunning as a real sport. Because it's a real sport. This is the most easy sport we can practice. It's like the running, you just need your shoes and a short and t-shirt, and that's it. That's why the vision we have for this sport is to make it safe and make it a real sport, respect environment, respect privacy, because this is a very big problem today. So we wanted to put this all together in a certification program that's that form, some instructor, and those instructor will be, in charge to deliver this message and this certification.
As well as being an exhilarating experience, the freerunners' performance in London also begs the question, what's a city for?
I think they're quite extraordinary. I think not only do you see what they do in an extraordinary way, they actually make you focus on the buildings in a strange sort of way as well. I think to see that handstand, you're just taking in a view of London which you can walk past many times a day without really taking account.
I'm sure there's all sorts of other people waiting in the wings to come in and corrupt our spaces in all sorts of different ways that we haven't even thought of yet. We spend millions and millions of pounds on building all this stuff. And what else could that stuff be used for? That's the key question, isn't it?
Freerunning suggests that we have a choice. Do we allow the city to trap us or to liberate us?
I think something that's always interested me is people coming into London.
Well, a lot of people escape to the city, don't they? I mean, that's why we're all here. We're just attracted to this big, lively, vibrant part of the country.
Cities have always been places of escape. When they bed down, when they cease to be that, when the tram lines become too settled, when everything is too stereotyped, that's when a city starts to die. And what these freerunners are doing is actually saying, in a most original, unexpected way that you could think of, you Londoners, you're in tram lines. Come and escape with us. Think afresh. It's fantastically refreshing.
Pour le futur du freerun,
in the future, I hope there will be a lot of free runners. And I also hope we'll be taken more seriously than in the past. And that everybody will understand the philosophy of free running. I hope it becomes recognized as a real discipline.